So Namaste, welcome to this morning practice. Let's take a moment just to close our eyes and really come into this collective space that we are sharing. So you can take a few deep breaths just to arrive within the body. And there really is this inside-outside feeling, which means that we're fully connected with our body, with our own being, but at the same time we feel sustained within the space that we create together. When we align our minds and our attention, we also create a special frequency where we are all united in one field, regardless of where the body is. So let's honor ourselves for being here this morning, for showing up for ourselves. And let's also honor each one of the people present. And from this space of mutual honoring, we can join the hands in front of the heart. And we just lift slightly the sternum up towards the hands to really feel this opening. Let's deepen our breath to just sing the sacred syllable of Om, the universal sound. Sustain the attention. Feel the vibration of the voice within your body, and also the subtle expansion of the mind, connecting in towards the source. Good. So you can slowly drop the hands, open the eyes, and come to a standing position to begin the practice this morning. Finding a stable position with the feet slightly separated. Just rock your weight forwards and backwards slightly. Just really activating the feet and finding what is your center in this moment. Good. And once you feel the center, just root a little bit more deeply in and come up to your pelvis with your attention. And you can tilt the pelvis slightly so you draw the coccyx even further down towards the ground, lengthening out the back of the body. And keeping the attention on the back of the body, rise up from the top of your head, lifting and stretching. So your feet are very rooted and the back of the body is growing, drawing the chin in slightly. Good. We're going to keep the awareness in the back of the body as we breathe in, coming onto the tiptoes, bringing the hands slowly up above the head, but really drawing the shoulder blades backwards as you lift up higher and higher. Pin the lower ribs down, and this is going to help you stop or avoid arching the back. Good. Begin to move the arms first, downwards. Finally lowering the heels. Bend the knees just to release the legs and come back up to your center. Let's repeat that. So breathing in, you can squeeze the buttocks also to help you with your stability. The eyes are steady, lifting up the heels, the arms come up, but really pin the lower ribs downwards. Drawing the arms, if you can, behind the ears. Steadying yourself in the final posture. And then slowly coming down, beginning with the hands and the arms, then lowering the heels, bending the knees to release, and coming back towards your center. We're going to do it one more time, but I'm not going to speak during this, so you can really bring your awareness into the body in silence. Good. And once you've finished, just be aware of the sensations in the body. We're going to separate the feet slightly now. The feet are still in parallel. Join your fingers, and you can place the palms facing downwards. Breathing in, drawing the arms above the head. And once again, drawing the coccyx down towards the floor, lifting up in the abdomen. And from here, we're going to slowly move to one side. Breathing in, coming up towards the center, and breathing out towards the other side. Going nice and slowly and smoothly. Without any forcing, keeping the buttocks active. Drawing the buttocks down towards the ground. Keeping the abdominal area active also, just to support the lower spine. And we're just going to do one more round. Hold the breath inwards as you stretch up at the end. And when the body needs to, you can breathe out, lowering the arms. Bring the feet back towards each other, close the eyes, take a nice breath. We're going to free up the shoulder area now, so bend your knees slightly and begin to lift and drop the shoulders. And go in a very fast and free motion, relaxing the belly, deepening the breath, breathing out through the mouth. And reduce the intensity as you come back slowly, taking a deep breath. Just being aware of what's rising in the body at this moment. Good. We're going to do one more warming exercise. So as you breathe in, lift the arms above the body, transfer the weight towards the toes, lifting the chest and arching slightly with precaution as you go back. As you breathe out, draw the belly in and fold forward. If you need to, bend your knees, clasp your hands behind the back, stretching out the arms and deepening in this forward fold. As you breathe in, coming up, it's good to bend your knees as you come up just to protect the lower back. Raising the chest up towards the sky. So you can continue. Using the arms to initiate the movement. So the hands were leading. And really find your own pace, what works for you. And we're going to do our final round. Once you've finished, separate the feet slightly and just really relax as you close your eyes and cultivate awareness. Feel the energy that's flowing through your body. Good. So we're going to go for our sequence this morning. So we can come up to the front of the mat and just really think if there's anything specific you would like to bring into your body, mind for the day which is ahead. So maybe you feel like you need to be a little bit more motivated or organized. Or maybe you feel like you just need to slow down so that the pace is more organic and more caring for yourself. So regardless of what that is, just be aware of that. So you're already kind of introducing your intention into the whole of the body with the practice. So join your hands and just honor this purpose, this intention. Yeah, with love as well. As you breathe in now, lift the arms up above the head. Joining the hands, the eyes upwards, and breathing out, bending your knees. Breathe in the same posture. And breathing out, drawing the belly in towards the spine. Breathe in, straightening the legs. Breathing out, folding forward from the hips. Place the hands on the shins. Breathe in, lift the head, straightening the arms, arching the back slightly. Breathing out, sliding the hands down the shins and dropping back into your forward bend. Take a nice in-breath. Breathing out, bending your knees. Breathing in, taking a big step back with the left foot. Breathing out, dropping the left knee down towards the ground and lengthening out the foot. Make sure your right knee is above the heel. As you breathe in now, lift the arms above the head. Breathing out, joining the palms of the hands in front of the chest. Now we're going to go for a gentle twist. It might be easier for you just to twist the upper body in this way, but if you have a little bit more availability and you want to deepen, you can place the left elbow on the outer right knee, pushing the knee outwards, the elbow inwards to find that point of traction, and twisting round, gazing towards the right elbow. Good. Coming back towards the center, lifting the arms above the heads once again. Breathing out, placing the hands on towards the ground. Bringing the right foot back and lifting the hips, coming into your mountain pose. And don't push away from the hands too much as to bring too much space into the shoulder joint. So you can allow yourself to settle into the shoulder joint. Bring the feet slightly closer together and begin to walk your feet, which means you're not actually moving in space, but lifting and dropping the heels. Working more deeply into the joints of the toes and the feet. And as you deepen in this movement, begin to allow the hips to twist. So as you bend that knee, drop the hip also. Being aware of the breath. Good. Dropping both the heels now, separating the feet slightly. Lifting the gaze. Drawing the weight over the hands. Drawing the belly inwards. Tilting the hips forward. Squeezing the buttocks. Lifting the gaze slightly so you can lift the chest without arching the back. And from there you can drop your knees down, gently bending the elbows, keeping the shoulders back. Draw the shoulder blades down towards the waist as you drop down. And keep your chest and your head off the ground. Stretch and lengthen your legs and your feet, activating your feet. Trying to touch the ground with all of your toenails, spreading the toes, buttocks active, lifting up the chest, really rotating the shoulders back so that the shoulder blades slide down towards the waist. Let's do a couple more breaths. Good. Only if it's good for you, you can now push from the hands to lift up a little bit more without forcing. Lifting up the chin and opening the mouth to take 3 nice deep breaths through the mouth. Drawing the breath in towards the pelvic zone. Lowering down, closing the mouth, forehead to the ground, take a nice deep breath from the nose, and as you breathe out, push backwards, lengthening out the back. Good. And just really feel as you breathe the movement in the back, the expansion of the back. Feel the opening of the lungs in the back. And feel how you can perceive the breath in the body right down towards your tailbone. Good. Breathing in, coming up once again. The hands are underneath the shoulders. Breathing out, coming up once again in towards your mountain pose. Good. Okay. So from here, we're going to draw the left knee in towards the chest as we bring the weight slightly forward. Good. From here, move the left foot between the right arm and the right leg, so the outer left foot rests on the floor. Good. Yeah. Release the right arm up towards the sky. Take another deep breath. And breathing out, drop the right hand back and come back towards your mountain pose. Let's repeat that on the other side. Breathing in, come forward, drawing the right knee towards the chest. Then move the leg between the hands, the outer side of the foot in contact with the ground. Breathing in, lifting the left arm up. Take a breath. Dropping the hand, coming back towards the mountain pose. Dropping the knees down towards the ground. Sitting back towards the heels, and this time the arms towards the sides, just to release the shoulders fully. Breathing out through the mouth if you need to. Good. Lengthening the arms so that you can come up onto your hands and your knees. Once again, separating the knees. Coming back now so you can raise your gaze, coming up onto your tiptoes, bringing the left foot between the hands. Keep the right legs straight. Twist the right foot to place the whole of the sole of the foot on the ground. And use your eyes, use your gaze to now lift up. Palms together, crossing the thumbs up towards the sky. Bending the left leg a little bit deeper. If it's better for you, you can look forward between your arms. Bringing this quality of strength into your legs. Dropping the arms towards the sides, sweeping the arms backwards, lowering the chest down towards the legs, tucking your chin in, lengthening the whole of the back. Dropping now the fingertips down towards the ground. Drawing the right foot forward. And just dropping into this forward pose, this forward bend. Bring the hands to the hips. Squeezing the elbows together, bend your knees, lifting up. Keeping the sternum lifted. And breathing out, dropping the arms. Separating the feet slightly to have more stability. Closing the eyes. Honoring the breath in the body. And cultivating awareness of everything that is arising for you in this moment. And you can remember that initial intention. And like a seed, just plant it once again in this open terrain of the body. Good. Let's practice on the other side. Joining the hands. So let's breathe in, lifting the arms up, over the head, breathing out, drawing the hands in towards the chest. And breathing in, lifting the arms upwards. Joining the hands and breathing out, bending the knees. Breathe in here. Breathing out, squeezing the belly in towards the spine and lifting the pelvic floor. We're going to do one more of these breaths. Breathing in, releasing the belly. Breathing out, drawing the navel in and lifting the pelvic floor. Breathing in, stretching the legs, separating the hands. Breathing out, bending forward from the hips. Place the hands on the shins, breathing in, lifting up the head, stretching out the arms, arching slightly the spine. Breathing out, the hands slide down the front of the legs, folding more deeply. Breathe in this pose, breathing out, bending the knees. Breathing in, the right foot goes back. Breathing out, dropping the knee, lengthening the foot, making sure the left knee is right above the heel. Breathing in, lifting the arms above the head. Breathing out, joining the hands. Twisting over towards the left side, if it's good for you. Placing the elbow on the outer side of the right knee and turning the head, the gaze towards the left elbow. Let's take another breath here. If you feel like deepening, pushing the left hand against the right hand to help you twist even further. And then releasing, breathing in, the arms coming up again. Breathing out, placing the hands on the ground. Bring the left foot back and finding yourself in your mountain pose, but really dropping into the joints, feeling yourself sustained, especially in the shoulder area. And you can begin to walk on the spot, working into the feet, deeply into these joints that we explored in the previous class. And then really bringing the hips in as well, twisting the hips. And as you twist the hips, you'll feel this move up the sides of the spine to the muscles in the back, up towards the shoulders as well. Good. Coming back towards your center, separating the feet slightly. And the next in-breath, move forward, the shoulders above the hands. In your plank pose, squeezing the buttocks, drawing the hips forward, lengthening the sternum, pushing forward from the feet, but drawing the heels of the hands back towards the feet. And from there you can slowly drop the knees. Squeeze the elbows backwards and the shoulders backwards as you lower yourself down towards the ground, but keeping the shoulders and the chest off the ground. Lengthen the feet. Active. The legs are active. Spreading the toes. Rolling the shoulders backwards to help you lift a little bit further. Feeling into this strength in the muscles of your back. Feeling that this lift is coming. The more you can rotate the shoulders backwards, the more you can lift. Good, and if it's comfortable for you, you can now root the hands to lift yourself a little bit without forcing. Keep the buttocks active. Raising the head, opening the mouth, and taking 3 breaths through the mouth. Feeling the breath coming down in towards your pelvis. And as you breathe out, bending the elbows slightly, lowering yourself with care, with love. Take an in-breath, use your hands to push back. Bringing the forehead down, relax. Release. And observe the breath in the back. Keeping the arms stretched out. Really feeling this opening and the spaciousness in the back of the body. And any sighs, any groans are very, very welcome. This is your animal body speaking. Good. So you can breathe in, coming back up onto your hands and your knees. Breathing out, coming back up towards your mountain pose. Bringing your feet together. Drawing the right knee in towards the chest as you push forward. Moving the leg between your left arm and your left foot, placing the outer side of the right foot on the ground. The foot is flexed and active. Draw in your navel, lifting up the left arm. Take a breath. Dropping the left hand back. Bending the knee back towards the chest before placing it onto the ground. Coming back into your mountain. Let's take a breath and repeat on the other side. As you breathe out, drawing the left knee in towards the chest, bringing your weight forward, stretching out the left leg. Foot is active. Squeeze the belly inwards before lifting the right arm up. Breathing. Dropping the right hand down. Bringing the knee back in towards the chest before you place the foot back downwards. Coming back into an even, balanced mountain pose. Dropping the knees down towards the floor. And as you bring the forehead to the ground, move the arms backwards so that you can relax the shoulders fully. Just dropping into this child's pose, balasana. And really just drop in, release. Good. Stretch your hands forward. Breathing in And as you breathe out, come back onto the feet, just the transition here. Breathing in, coming up onto the toes. Breathing out, bringing the right foot between the hands. Keeping the hips square. Twist the left foot so you can place the whole of the sole on the ground. Use your gaze to help you come up. Joining the hands, crossing the thumbs. The arms on either side of the ears, and then bending the front knee slightly further. But hug the center line with your legs, so you really feel as though you're squeezing everything towards the central line. Activate the left buttocks. Raise upwards, and if you're stable, you can even lift the gaze upwards towards the hands without forcing. Be stable, be sure. Bring the strength into your legs. And you can separate the hands now, the palms facing forwards. And as you drop the hands downwards and sweep the hands backwards, just bend from the hips, the whole of the trunk comes forwards also. Tucking in the chin to lengthen the neck. Feeling into the whole of the backside of the body. Good. Sweep the hands down towards the ground now. The fingertips on the ground. Draw the left foot forward. Dropping into your forward bend. Place the hands on the hips, squeezing the shoulder blades together. If you need to, you can bend the knees slightly as you come up, breathing in to come up, lifting the chest, breathing out, dropping the hands, separating the feet slightly, closing the eyes just to breathe into this beautiful spaciousness within the body and the mind. Breathing into the spaciousness. Good. So we can come down into a sitting pose now. And you can join the soles of your feet. If you want to, you can also sit onto a blanket if that feels good for you. Hold onto your feet and draw the chest between the arms. And you can hold the feet or just the big toes, whatever feels best for you. And we can just begin to mobilize the knees, gently bouncing the knees, keeping some mobility, some juicy mobility in towards the hips. Breathing with ease. And we're just going to help the hips to open a little bit more so you can release the movement. Take a deep in-breath, and as you breathe in, push the knees downwards. As far as you can, but without forcing, and breathe out, just relax. Let's repeat that a few more times. Breathing in, Lengthening your spine, but at the same time pushing the knees towards the ground. Breathing out, releasing everything. Keep your spine straight. Keep the chest lifted. Again, breathing in, lengthening the spine, but dropping the knees towards the ground. And releasing. Once more, just for good measure, at your own pace. Good. Cross the knees comfortably now. Place the hands onto the knees, keeping the chest lifted. Closing the eyes, or just dropping the gaze as you prefer. Be aware of the energy in the body. Drawing the attention towards the breath that spontaneously moves in the nasal passages. Honoring and welcoming this natural calm. Good. So you can lie down onto your back now. For the next exercise, you will need a block. And if you don't have a block, you can just use a folded blanket. It's fine. So you can lie on your back. Keep the block close to your body. And if you think that you're a bit cold, your body temperature might drop now that we're doing some more static poses. Just grab a jumper or something if you need, as is my case. Good. So we're going to place the soles of the feet on the ground. And just take time to adjust. Place the block between the knees. Squeezing the block slightly. Drawing the buttocks slightly closer together. And now we're going to separate the feet from the ground so you can feel that the lumbar spine is touching the ground and you're activating your belly. Place the hands behind your head, interlacing the fingers. And just observe as you do this, it's very easy for the lower spine to arch again. But consciously draw the lower spine in towards the ground and feel that this activates the abdominal muscles. Keep squeezing the block and keep the lumbar area in contact with the floor. Move the elbows backwards to touch the ground if you can. Take a breath, and as you breathe out, lift the chest upwards, keeping the elbows out. Breathing in, lie back, making sure that you keep the space between the chin and the chest. Continue. So you're really feeling that you're using the abdominal muscles. At no point you're lifting yourself up from the head. The elbows are back and there's space under the chin. The lower back in contact with the ground at all times. Squeezing the block. All of these things at the same time. Coordinating the movement with the breath. Breathing out as you come up. Breathing in as you come down. A couple more times. You can do it. Drop the feet back down towards the ground. Release the hands, take the block. Open your knees. The soles of the feet are touching, and just place the arms as you prefer. Take a few comfortable breaths. Breathing abdominally so the belly expands as you breathe in. The navel comes in as you breathe out. Take one more relaxing breath. And now we're going to repeat the previous exercise, but we're going to work into the lateral sides of the abdominal muscles. So place the feet back onto the ground, grab your block, squeeze the block between your legs. Place the hands behind the head, interlocking the fingers. Drop your lower spine down to the floor as you lift the feet away from the floor. The elbows back towards the floor, and keeping this. Now as you breathe out, you're not only going to lift up, but you're going to twist the left elbow towards the right knee. And as you breathe in, coming back to the lying pose. Breathing out, twisting towards the other side. Breathing in to come back. Continue at your own pace. Be very aware. Maybe you can begin to lift up a little bit more. Feel the muscles in the abdomen as they work. Feel this greater definition. One more round. And very gently release, dropping the feet down towards the ground. Releasing the hands, taking the block, leaving it to one side. Joining the soles of the feet. Relaxing into your abdominal breath with full awareness. Good. Place the soles of the feet back on towards the ground. Palms facing downwards, breathing in, lift the hips up off the ground. From your feet to move the body up towards the shoulders. Interlace the fingers under the back. Stretch the arms, tucking the shoulder blades even more underneath you. Pushing up from the feet. Feel this lengthening of the neck. Breathing from the belly. Don't let the knees go outwards. Keep on squeezing the knees in towards the central line. Feel this lift. Pushing the hands in towards the ground. One more breath. Separate the hands and grab the block on its lowest orientation. Very slowly begin to drop the hips downwards. placing the sacrum on towards your block. Create a bit more space between your shoulder blades. Get comfortable there. Really releasing the hips and the pelvis on towards the block. Lifting one arm up above the head. Breathing. Lifting the other arm up above the head. Stretching out now one leg, the heel touching the ground. Breathing, feeling that opening on the first side. Stretching out the other leg. The feet are in flex. Moving the toes upwards towards the head. Breathing in, the belly expands, and as you breathe out, draw the belly inwards and upwards, drawing in the pelvic floor. Breathing in, opening and relaxing. Breathing out, drawing everything inwards and upwards. One more time. And then just release completely. If you feel like moving the arms to the sides, then please do so. Just finding your own comfort zone. Good. Place your feet on towards the ground and lift up just enough to take the block away. Bring the sacrum slowly down towards the floor. Stretch out the legs, one and then the other. Take a generous breath and just relax into Shavasana. This lying corpse pose. You can grab your blanket and cover yourself for the final relaxation directly in this pose. However, as you know, if you would prefer to close in a sitting position, especially if you think there's a danger of you falling asleep, then please sit up. You can also put your back up against a wall if necessary, creating this sacred space within and without for the closing of this practice. So it's time to come back into stillness. And it's from this place of stillness that we can cultivate awareness. So you can just be aware of what is moving within you spontaneously. Without any effort. We can just honor this polarity. There's a time for doing, and there's a time for being. And although essentially both are occurring at the same time, we quite often lose the quality of being when we are in the doing. So let's just really refine this energy of being. Let's refine our awareness. So as you notice the spontaneous movement within your body, as you feel the flow, the pulsation, the vibration rippling through the body, just recognize life. And there may be all types of sensations. And as you observe, just recognize that there is this quality of impermanence. And you can be comfortable with this impermanence, knowing that everything comes and goes. Everything comes and goes. And as you come into this recognition, as you relax into this recognition, just become aware of the importance of letting go. So that life can flow through you. Holding on creates a dharma and prevents this flow, so just let go. Just let go. Begin to breathe a little bit more deeply. Feeling into the sensations in your body. Moving your fingertips. And if you are lying down, very gently coming back up towards a sitting position. And as we return to silence, a sensation of gratitude and love just wells up in the heart space. And this is not only for you, it's for everyone, it's for sharing. So let's just close with one Om, giving back to life. Namaste.